Let me talk about commercial engagement. Throughout Canada's history, our trade and foreign policies have largely prioritized relationships with the United States and Europe. Now, while this approach has undoubtedly served us well, times are changing. Today, and for decades to come, events in the Indo-Pacific will significantly influence many of Canada's and the world's most fundamental challenges, such as preserving peace, fostering prosperity, and combating climate change. Of course, Canada has always been a Pacific-facing nation, 25,000 kilometers of coastline to boot. And our ties with the Indo-Pacific has grown stronger in recent years. The annual value of our two-way trade with countries in the region now exceeds $200 billion, for instance. During the last decade, the value of foreign direct investment in both directions nearly doubled to reach $219 billion. As Jeff noted, Canada maintains no fewer than 42 diplomatic missions across the Indo-Pacific and is an active partner in leading regional organizations, including APEC and the ASEAN Regional Forum. You know, in spite of the COVID slowdown, the Indo-Pacific remains the world's fastest growing regional economy and a critical hub for trade, investment, and production. Expanding Canada's commercial footprint in this part of the world will go a long way towards securing prosperity for future generations. To achieve this goal, we must diversify our business networks, we must find new partners, and enter and succeed in new markets. A simple but powerful and profound idea will be, I expect, at the core of our Indo-Pacific strategy. That the cooperation engendered by effective, mutually beneficial international trade in goods and services can inspire progress on a wide range of economic, social, and environmental issues. The strategy, I hope, will position Canada as a reliable trading partner, willing to collaborate on creating a peaceful, stable, equitable, and green world. One statistic helps drive this point home. By one estimate, Indo-Pacific countries will require $33 trillion worth of new infrastructure by the end of the current decade. Now imagine the many projects needed to create this infrastructure. Now consider the opportunities, though, that those projects open up. Opportunities to not only strengthen supply chains, but also to develop and integrate green technologies and combat and mitigate the effects of climate change. Because we know, for those who know the region, the Indo-Pacific is particularly vulnerable to climate change. According to the United Nations, the region could have as many as 89 million climate refugees by 2050. These infrastructure projects could also strengthen regional security and support and promote social equity, community well-being, other worthwhile goals. The Indo-Pacific strategy should aim to make the most of the opportunities created by international cooperation. Now, as a member of the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership, Canada is already well positioned in the region. We are a signatory to several trade agreements in the Indo-Pacific. Canadian companies have much to offer foreign buyers in many crucial industries, such as clean tech, artificial intelligence, and quantum computing, just to name a few. To help Canadian entrepreneurs succeed in the region, more than 350 Canadian trade commissioners work every day to create new partnerships and enhance existing ones. So as you can see, Canada is already well engaged in this part of the world, but we can and we will do more. New initiatives are already underway, such as exploratory talks with Taiwan on FIPA, the Foreign Investment Protection Agreement, negotiations with ASEAN and Indonesia on free trade agreements, first steps towards establishing an ambitious Canadian trade gateway in Southeast Asia, and push for early progress trade deal with India. As you heard a few days ago, we will also be seeking membership in the new Indo-Pacific Economic Framework to work with our closest regional partners on supply chains, a cleaner economy, high standards for trade, and on transparency. An Indo-Pacific strategy will allow us to go even further.